everyone. I am Val Jean, and this is my world. At least, excuse me, at least the way I see it. If you are happy with the current administration, just scroll on by. This is not the place for you. If you are not happy and you want something to do about it, come on in, pull up a chair, get a pencil and a piece of paper because we do give homework. And it's working. It is working. I know a lot of people are saying it one letter doesn't make a difference, but it is making a difference. I hope everybody had a good weekend, and I got fam in the house already. Good morning, Sam. How are you? And I've lost my cursor. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. I couldn't get to you. How you doing, Sam? Good to see you. And there's my cousin Michelle. How you doing, cuz? Good to see you. How was your weekend? And you all are going to be surprised. Well, let me give it. First of all, I'm early. It was either be early or be late. So I opted to be early for a change because I'm always late. Let me get a drink. Everybody hydrate. Um, they had Labor Day protests in the U.S. yesterday. And in several cities, they had bands of people protesting the oligarchy and busting of the unions and just everything. They were letting the administration know that they were not happy. And we even had one here in St. Louis. Yay, St. Louis. We passed it yesterday, and they were on a bridge over 40 right before Hampton, and there was a lot of people. It was very nice. Pip's birthday weekend was fun. Oh, happy belated birthday, Pips. I know you all had a good time. I know you did. And you all are going to be very, 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 or maybe not so very surprised. I have absolutely nothing today because most people were protesting. The biggest headlines were what's going on with 47 because nobody had seen him for 6 days. And I was watching, they just did a press, or they're in the process of doing a press session in the Oval Office, and by golly, he is there. And it does look like him, it sounds like him. I'm not sure. I thought he was a little taller than J.D. Vance, so I'm going to have to go back and look at some of the old footage. But the current 47 that's up there is a little shorter than J.D. So I don't know if it's actually him or if it's a body double. But he is standing at a podium and not sitting behind the desk like he normally does. It may be him, it may not be him. If it's not him, I want to know how long they can coast along with this before somebody actually realizes that it's not him and puts a stop to it. With the cabinet and the Senate and the administration we have, I don't think anybody would ever admit that that was a body double. They would just keep feeding him the lines and having him get up there and do the do. But that's just me. What does everybody else think? Oh, here we go. There's my. I knew I would finally say enough that my cousin would. There was a movement at Walter Reed Memorial last night, so he may be doped up. Yeah, and some people did say that. Dinky Jen, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. You and Sam, because I really appreciate when our friends across the pond show up because indirectly it, affects you, but you really could turn your back on it and say, that's not my problem. So I thank you for being here. Sam says, I still remember how during the campaign 47 paid a friend to let him hold a pretend pro union rally at his factory and paid people to pretend to be union workers. I remember that. I remember that. And most of the people that were behind him in all of his speeches were paid. I had heard. So, yeah, it's always been a little shady dealing there. Uh, she said, hey, Jeanette, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? Pip brought that to my attention. Still, he may be. Yeah. So, and then somebody had asked earlier, because I've hit everybody's commentary on it, and I didn't put any in the chat because they're in the description because there's not really anything we can do about it. I was trying to get a definitive. He's had a stroke. He's not really there. People are because the last thing I was looking at was I've had it, and Jennifer kept saying, "I think this is going to be Weekend at Bernie's." So I don't know. We need to prepare for a change of the stolen monarch. Yeah, I'm prepared. I don't know if I and well, no, I do know. I keep saying Shady's not going to be any better, and then the question that they raised was, who would be Shady's vice president? Some people threw out Stephen Miller. A couple of people threw out uh, Little Marco. Carrie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. The question on the panel is if anything happens to 47 and Shady Vance becomes president, who would be his vice president? Oh, and Jennifer was always talking about JD is a failed drag queen. They actually showed a photo of him yesterday, reclined on a couch in a long blonde wig. And yeah, he was a failed drag queen. He failed that miserably. You have seen posters of Weekend. I have not seen those. I've seen the one with Gavin Newsom mocking all of Donnie's uh, memes, and the one with him sitting in the limousine, and next to him is Pope, the previous Pope, and they have the same posture. I'm like, ooh, did I miss something about the monarchy? I think she's poking fun at 47 because he wants to be king. Shady Pants Grinder Dance. Hi, Pips. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming and happy belated birthday. I'm glad you had a good time this weekend. Carrie says, "Oh gosh, I have no idea." Yeah, that would be. It's scary. It's just plain old everyday scary. Oh, Jen says, "Oh, okay." And then the other thing is, I got things beaming at me. Hold on. Hold on. I have incoming. I gotta find it though. Um. Oh, no worries. That's my brother. Okay. I um. I have to look at my description because I don't remember what the other thing was. O-M to the G. Because I was so, I'm just confused. I'm just going to put it out there. I am so confused. That was you. Okay. I'm refreshing and it just went blank. Because I was like, I heard it. Oh, there was the other thing. Uh, I'm trying to figure out why my daughter is sending me Facebook reels and she's supposed to be at work and I'm live. And I try not to look at the app and see that she's not where she's supposed to be. And I'm trying real hard not to be that mother and calling her and asking her, why aren't you at work? Why are you at home? Where are you supposed to be? How come? Yeah, I'm trying to, let her be an adult, but it's not working real well right now. So it's like, what the heck are you doing? Yeah. Especially when she tells me she doesn't have that much time. How can I? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hey, that's what I want to do. Okay. I need to. And I had not seen this one before. Oh my goodness. This is funny. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, so he is shorter than JD. Okay, that answers that question. That's funny. That is funny. Thanks, cuz you saved me from having to go back and look at old footage. Appreciate that. Everybody's saying hi. Hi, Roberto. Welcome in. Good to see you. You were watching the presser. I was too. I was too. I had to break away and come in here because I was getting. I still don't know if it's a body double. I really don't. What do you think, Roberta? Do you think it's really him? The other thing that they mentioned was that he wasn't talking with his hands like he normally does. He looks puffy, but as annoying as usual. Well, he might look puffy, A, because all he drinks is Diet Coke, which has a lot of sodium in it. You don't ever see him drinking water. And B, if they have him on steroids for his cankles, that'll make his face puffy. So if he's on steroids, yeah, he's going to be puffy. Yes, sometimes we need to be reminded. Girl, yes, we do. Tell her to act like an adult and you won't parent her like she's a child. Especially, it beeps every time she moves. So it's like, I can't help not know that she's moved because it beeps at me, but I don't want to turn off the beep because I don't want to miss when Shorty moves because that's the whole point in having it so I can keep up with Shorty. But baby, when it beeps and it's like, why are you there? Maybe she's on lunch or a break. Well, that's kind of what I thought in the beginning, but she's at home now. So I'll call her later and ask her. Well, I'll wait for her to call me and tell me why she left home early, and I will pretend that I don't know, and I don't see her in the gallery, so she won't yell at me for putting her business out in the world. Annoyed? Who's annoyed? Am I annoyed? I'm not annoyed. I'm just. And that's why I didn't put the thing on my phone, because I'm like, I'm grown. You don't need to know where I am. And then I'm doing the same thing to her. He doesn't want people to see the bruising on his hands from the intravenous pump. That's an idea. But people have been talking about that, so that wouldn't be anything different. But yeah, that's an idea. And then too, he always wears a suit. If he's that concerned about it, they can put it up in his arm. It doesn't have to go in his hand. Or they could put a port or a pick line in. Nobody is going to go under his clothes to see what's under there. I'm not. My middle name is Question, but I'm not going to question that. I am curious, but there's some things. Why did I put that visual in my head? It is him, but yeah, he wasn't as animated as usual. Okay. Because I was trying to, by the time he came on, it was time for me to come in here. So I was trying to really look at him and uh, critique everything. And I was like, he looked doped up. That's what they were saying. I kind of agree to that. I'm still trying to figure out why he was standing up and not sitting down. Maybe he's trying to prove that he is still above ground. You have a theory about this weekend? Please share. Share. Thank you, Michelle. He fell and they put him on bed rest. Now, that's the other thing. Yeah, he does. And they but as we age, we have balance issues. But that's the other thing. If he was on bed rest this weekend, why isn't he sitting at the oval at the desk instead of standing at the podium? And everybody kept asking who were those guys behind him, and they were speculating that those people were really monitoring him. You're still on watch? Please do. Coley, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? I have to open this up in YT because I forgot what I put. I forgot what I put on the description. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. And no, I did not have a stroke. I just have a feeble brain. It's just that simple. I have a feeble brain, and I will admit it. Oh, Workers United. I did cover that because I was talking about all of the. Look at me. I was so ahead of things. I forgot that I even covered what I wanted to cover. God. But they I think I just found out about it Saturday and that they were doing it on Monday. And I posted it on my Facebook page and I said, good for them because I'm not going out there. Not safe for any of us of our complexion. The other thing is they had a town hall meeting. No, Wesley Bell had a town hall meeting at the beginning of August that I knew nothing about. Michelle and Pinky, did either one of you know that Wesley was coming here and having a town hall meeting? I don't know how I missed it. In one of the car photos, his arms were bruised and it looked like a fall bruises. Okay, okay, okay. Sam says maybe Melania finally had enough and pushed him down some stairs. I don't know if she's strong enough to push all that. Hi, Granny. How you doing? Oh, don't lurk. Throw in your 2 cents. This is the one place where you can unburden yourself. So this is the one place where you, Granny, type and tell us how you really feel about it. That's why we do these. Karma from Ivana. Not you. Okay. I didn't either. I don't know where that came from, and there was some controversy about it which I hadn't gotten into yet. I want to go back and find it and see if I can watch the whole thing. And I didn't put it out here because it's a Missouri thing, and how many really want to hear about what's going on in our hometown? But if you're interested in what's going on in Missouri, you can tell us when they have town halls in your area, and we can carry that too if you wish. Jennifer asked the same thing, and nobody has said yet that I know of. And the other comment was those windows historically are not supposed to be opened. So, first of all, they broke protocol for opening the window. Second of all, they're throwing stuff out of the window. And thirdly, where did it land? I don't know. They had a clip of them throwing it out, so I need to find a big picture so I can actually see. So I have no idea what's going on. I was back in Pompeii yesterday, so I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up on the US. Oh, glad to see you. I'm glad you're doing okay. And where is it now? Maybe it's in the trunk of the Tesla. I'm. Yep, I hear you, but y'all know how I feel. Same as y'all. I paid the first doggone tariff on my last Hobie order. Oh no. I reckon I just look at it as shipping, as my order was just large enough to not. I've even stopped looking at Hobby Bingo because I'm like, I'm not gonna order anything and I have to pay tariffs. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. And the one thing, Roberta, what was he talking about? They're building something in Alabama, in Huntsville. It's space station, space plant. What is it? Roberta, help me. In 2001, they replaced those windows that are blast proof, not supposed to open. So, how did they open unopenable windows to throw something out? I'm confused. Pay shipping, but still pissed me off. Right. Yeah, right. Right. Because I can wait 3 more years. I can wait. And he said something about $15 trillion that I haven't, moving the force to Alabama. Where is it now? Mind you, that might be a good thing because Alabama needs, well, if they hire people from Alabama and give them jobs, it would be good for the economy. If they bring all the people with them, what's the point? And thirdly, are we paying for this move? What happened to waste, fraud, and abuse? I'm so confused. Well, I want $25 gift code from Hobby from last week's live shopping. You are very lucky, Granny D. You really are. Congrats. Yes, I truly have plenty of Hobby that I can wait it out now too. You can wait it out because, yeah, no, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Those windows just get curiouser and curious. Yeah, I don't. If we have Secret Service and aides and staff and all of those list of people that we saw that are employed in the White House, how come somebody doesn't stand up and uh, say that that's not allowed? Why is it? Well, I know why everybody is afraid, because they don't want to lose their jobs. How hard is it to have a backbone? I They're just letting him run amok, not knowing that he threw it out, but they didn't stop whoever did throw it out. Jen says, I'm part of this year's Advent monthly pattern gifting. When it comes to the December physical gift of a pattern book and yarn for one pattern, shipping will be a problem this year. Jen, order it from Amazon and let them deliver it. Order the pattern book and the yarn for one pattern and have Amazon deliver it. That'll keep you from having to do the shipping and the receiver from having to pay the tariffs. Roberta says Space Force was located in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Oh, that was the other thing. Now that they have deregulated the EPA, how many toxins are they going to put into the environment in Alabama? And the majority of Alabama is MAGA and rural. So you're going to poison your own? I'm just asking, because that was the problem we were having with the muskrat. He wanted to deregulate the EPA because we had too many regulations and he kept getting fined. Is that what they're trying to do to Alabama? And yes, it will come from the military budget. Our homework is I did not pay taxes to be moving around space stations. And I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, we don't need a daggum space station. Put that money into the social programs. Michelle says, Pip, see, I'm staying away from the yarn chat. Granny says, sorry, I missed it. What was it that was thrown out? We don't know. We don't know. That's the problem. We have no idea. Was it garbage bag? It looked like well, like I said, I couldn't see it. Okay, Roberta, I saw a vid showing it falling from the window, but didn't know it was known yet and to what it was. I have not heard if they know yet. Hi sis, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? And I saw your walk this morning. Kudos to you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've really gotten into teals and light blues lately. Thank you. And it's cool. Granny says, exactly. That money needs to stay here on this planet. Right. Right. So space station. We don't need a space station. We don't need, I was at the planetarium yesterday. In September 2026, maybe, they're bringing down the satellite. They're bringing something down. I don't remember what I read yesterday. I was walking and reading, and it did not stick. I'll have to go back and see. VJ, don't confuse them with logic. They don't care if they poison their own. They already got their votes. That's true. That's true. They don't care. The only reason I care is I have cousins that live in Huntsville. So I really don't want them actively trying to poison the community, because it's just not right. Okay, so how long will it take them to move from Colorado Springs to Huntsville? If it takes 3 years, maybe 48, whoever 48 is, will reestablish the EPA, and the people will be safe. For it may not be safe, but they'll be safer. It looked like more than one. Oh, maybe Melania was running away. Oh, you know what? Where was that window? Was that from the East Wing? Because you know he's moving everything out of the East Wing to do his ballroom. So that might have been them emptying out those offices. Because you know Melania got evacuated. Does anybody know what side that window was on? They are decommissioning the environmental impact satellite. Thank you. Environmental impact. Yes, because he doesn't believe in climate change. Ooh wee. Yes, Michelle, it looked like two bags and someone said a towel. Let me check, be right back. Yeah, because if it's the East Wing, then maybe they're cleaning out. And I think it was from the presidential apartments. Oh. Oh. And how many people have seen a picture of the former Rose Garden with its tiled ground and its outdoor tables with little cabana umbrellas? Hmm. Was it a white towel? Maybe someone was surrendering. Oh, oh. I'm curious. What's he stealing now? Is it going down to Mar-a-Lago? Thank you, Sam. I think it's horrible. It is horrible. Uh, he has no, no, no couth, no class. And oh my gosh, somebody help me. I don't understand why we have to pay for it. Well, I do know why we have to pay for everything, but I don't understand why they're letting him just destroy everything. That's the thing. Why are they letting him destroy everything? And then we got to pay for that crazy old uh jet being refurbished. I found it. Hang on. I got stuck on. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Oh, there we go. We I have no words. I have no words. And there's only 10 tables out there, so what was the point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tables. Tacky. Just tacky. Sam, if it helps, he made it sandstone and nature will take it back quickly. Oh, yay. Welcome back, cuz. Sam's laughing at Roberta. What I hated most about it is that I heard the roses were planted by, was it Roosevelt's wife, Jackie Kennedy? And Melania took out the majority of them during the first term. Like nobody has the right to destroy that history. I know. Sent trash bag. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've emailed the other Advent person and suggested we buy our own books to save on the shipping, etc. Sorry I changed the subject. That's okay. It's tariff related. Oh, Granny D, I did not see that. You are correct. OM to the G. Oh, I did not see that. You are correct. Oh, Lord, you all. You all. 10 men tables, those parasols. Oh, my. Sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. It's not looking real good for the home team. That's all I can say. We're just, it's just, ooh. And again, I don't know why everybody's letting. Well, I do know because he's scared. They're all afraid of him, and we've gotten rid of Elon, so I don't know. I don't know. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see. Make this big. Hold on, I'm fighting with the set here. My computer just got real dim on me for some reason. Stop.
You got another one? Let me see. Damn, y'all let's stay in that little outhouse on the end. Oh, somebody there, right? Right now, right? Oh, there you go. You got it? You zoomed in? I guess that's one way to clean out. This is crazy. I didn't know we was gonna get a whole TV show. Can you make out what they're throwing away? This could definitely make Washingtonian proud. This could definitely make it.
And so just hang out, wind down some videos. Now I want to see where it's landing. Curiouser and curiouser. Thanks, Michelle. I don't know. I don't. Granny. Ah. Sugar Granny, see, you're not the only one. A shady pants playground. And no, it's not just you. Cause I'm like, oh my goodness. So maybe they had a party upstairs and they're cleaning out. I'm surprised he allowed something that can be compared to him, and he'll come up lacking. Well, he's already seen South Park. There's point to please every. Oh, need to be asked about it like they did Stone. They are supposed to be coming before I think Congress tomorrow. They're going to interview the Epstein survivors and building a ballroom when that money could keep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. But he says he has private donors for that. I don't know that I believe him, but that's what he says. Makes me, I know, I know. And now that they have moved all, or they are going to move all of the, I'm going to call them what they are, prisoners from Alligator Alcatraz, DeSantis has spent, what is it, $218 million of Florida's FEMA money on another failed venture. And how many millions of dollars did we spend for Gitmo? But he's supposed to be cutting down on waste. And we're spending, I forgot how many millions of dollars per day to have the military and the National Guards activated. Trim the fat by eliminating the poor and make the fat cat fatter. Oh, and he wants to discontinue the COVID vaccine. Second email. They should not discontinue that. And I know a lot of people didn't take it. I'm okay with the people who did not take it. I took it, I want it, and I want it available. Tomorrow is the presser for the survivors. Okay. I had that part right. Did you see the thing on the 700 unaccompanied children? No. No. 700? I thought Holman's big thing was he was sending the children with the parents. DeSantis, desanitize. He's a dirty piece. Especially since his great grandparents were Italian immigrants. He's only been in this country since the early 1900s. Pebbly Pooh, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. We're taking everybody's concerns today. Because I didn't have a whole big, I didn't have a rant today. I was still trying to figure out what was going on. They were on a plane to be deported, and a judge said, no way, get them off now. Lord Jesus. Yay to the judges who are actually doing their jobs. What about the grift for money for the white towns? I forgot about that. We talked about the all white towns. There's one in Arkansas, and they're trying to build one in Missouri. And I had said it was a wonderful thing because at least I knew where all the bigots were. And Michelle came up and explained to us very succinctly why it is not a very good thing. Well, now these people want federal aid, and they want federal aid and something else for their town. There's two things they want. They want money and something else. And do I still have it up? This I had a rant for every day of the week. Oh, you have? What's your next rant, Roberta, while I look for this clip? Allegedly, these children crossed unaccompanied, and we're heading to Guatemala. My concern is, were these some that were separated by ice and caged? That's a good question. I don't have an answer, but that's a good question. That's a very good question. Money and food. Ah, I knew there were two things. I just couldn't remember what the two things were. I knew there were two things, but OM to the G. Um, how long is this? Because Michelle sent this to me, and one of the things that gets me is that a lot of these people who have these commentaries are from Kenya and places in Africa, and you can tell by their accents they're African. But it's kind of like, how are you going to have commentaries on what's going on over here when A, either you're not over here, or B, you've come here from someplace else? It's like, what's going on in your country? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But that's just, I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why. It just rubs me the wrong way. I wanted to say I don't care, but I do care. I don't know. I don't know why it bothers me. It's not a big deal. But anyway, Michelle sent this to me. I'll put the link in the chat. And I'm starting where I start. I always start in the middle. But I like his take, this particular person's take on it better, just because. And so, since I like him better, that's where we're going to start. Roberta says, Pebbles, going to Guatemala, but no place to go at the end of the road. This is human trafficking. Ooh. Are these 700 orphaned or taken from their parents? We don't know. The other thing is, you're going to send them to Guatemala. Who's going to take care of them once they get to Guatemala? Are they just going to be out there all on their own? And thank you for this, Michelle.
So for these whites only communities that are starting in Arkansas and Missouri, when you say no blacks allowed, that's fine, but just make sure that it also includes black inventions. So a couple of things that I don't want to see in these white only communities. If you're gonna have a house, no home security system. Okay, just get you a German Shepherd and have him protect y'all. No home security system. Okay, that was a black invention. Only stop signs in the white only communities. I don't want to see no traffic lights. Black man came up with that. Only stop signs for you guys. I don't want to see your little racist children playing with super soakers or eating peanut butter. Black and black, okay? Jelly sandwiches for your little racist ass kids. Only jelly, no peanut butter. No potato chips. I don't give it. You better pack celery in they damn lunch bags. No potato chips. If you need to dry your clothes, use a clothesline. Okay, you are not allowed to use a clothes dryer. That is a black invention. If there's a fire, a bucket and some water. That's what you're allowed to use because the fire extinguisher was invented by a black man. If you have your little racist cookouts, no folding chairs. Sit your ass on the ground. Um, Summertime. Don't want to see any AC units. Go to Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, get you a good fan. No AC units in the whites only community. If you go play golf with your little racist buddies, you better hit that bitch off the ground. You are not allowed to use golf tees. Black invention. If you're riding a horse, you want to go get your little racist horse and go on a little racist ride, you are not allowed to use a saddle. Sit your ass on that horse bareback, and I hope your nuts hurt. If you need to iron your clothes, iron them shits on the bed or on the floor. You are not allowed to use an ironing board. For all doors, they better be push and pull. You are not allowed to have a doorknob. Black invention. If you need to do something with your hair, comb it. You are not allowed to use a hairbrush. That is a black invention. You spill something on the floor, get you some good high absorbent paper towels and wipe that shit up. You are not allowed to use a mop. That is a black invention. And how about this? You're not allowed to wear shoes. You better find a good pair of sandals. Shoes, the modern day shoe technology was invented by a black man. That's right, I said it. And when you eat your little racist dinner at night, eat that shit on newspaper on the floor because you're not allowed to eat at the kitchen table, which is also a black invention. So enjoy your white communities. Just be in mind that if you don't want blacks there, make sure you don't have black shit there either.
So they're trying to break ground on a whites-only community.
Oh. Oh. They have, if you have time, go watch the whole thing because it's funny. It is funny. Thank you, Cousin Michelle. And I loved him, but that's I sent a short clip via email. What are you doing over in my email? Hold on. I gotta get over there. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. I know how.
A federal judge just did
Hold
something
on.
extraordinary. She literally stopped planes full of unaccompanied Guatemalan children, some already
What?
taxiing.
I said hold on. Don't bite it. You're in such a hurry. Now you can go. Can I make it bigger? No. Okay.
A federal judge just did something extraordinary. She literally stopped planes full of unaccompanied Guatemalan children, some already taxiing for takeoff, and ordered them back to safety. Don't scroll, because this isn't just another immigration story. This is about nearly 700 kids with no parents almost being deported in the middle of the night. Here's what went down. The Trump administration tried to deport every unaccompanied Guatemalan child in U.S. custody over a holiday weekend, almost 700 kids. Many were already loaded onto planes. No hearings, no lawyers, no chance to plead for asylum. Advocates rushed to court, arguing this violated the Trafficking Victims Protection Act and basic due process. And Judge Sparkle Suknanon agreed, issuing a 14-day freeze and forcing those planes to turn around. Now the kids are back in federal shelters while the case heads to court on September 10. Advocates warn if they had been deported, many faced abuse, trafficking, or worse back home. So yeah, this wasn't sending people home. It was nearly 700 kids, some as young as 10, quietly loaded onto planes over a holiday weekend in the middle of the night, so no one would notice, and with 0 days in court. Follow now, because if this is how fast due process can vanish, we all need to start paying attention. A federal judge just did something extraordinary. She literally stopped planes full of unaccompanied
in the middle of the night over a holiday weekend, hoping nobody could get a judge to stop this. That's horrible. Thank you, Roberta. I had not seen that. Yeah, Granny. He wants it to hurt. It was good. It was good. About the children, for some reason you aren't showing up on my messenger. Well, that's crazy, because you sent me something yesterday. You would never live that way. It's how cruel can a group of people be? Crystal, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? Ola Joe, are you still here, and are you going live? Let me, while everybody's greeting Crystal, let me see if she's going live, and I can get a parking pass for the party bus. I can't with this administration. I just really can't. Oh, she is going to go live. Okay. You can be quiet. Let me get my parking pass here. They're being cruel for cruelty's sake. And that is so totally unnecessary. And this is not the America that... What is she scheduled it for... Oh, that's the walk. Hold on, everybody. I was trying to schedule the wrong thing. Nope, she doesn't have a live schedule. She did the walk. Andrea, are you still in the chat? I am too, Crystal. When you have no moral compass, anything goes. That's true too. That is very true too. My youngest stepson texted me at 8:30 this morning. They're having a birthday party for my grandson today at 5 o'clock. And I'm like, okay. I haven't been out there all summer, so I need to go out there and see him. And it's not 182 degrees in the shade. It's just that I'm tired. I'm tired. I keep saying, if the other things don't get me, my broken heart will. Girl. Oh. Where is it? My cousin's... I forgot to show you all this other clip my cousin Warren sent me. It is... Luigi spotted in D.C. What? It is really good. As soon as I can lay my hands on it. There we go. Hold on. No. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm on the page. I just gotta find it. Hmm. Was it Roberta? For some reason, you've moved down to the bottom of my feed. That was you that sent that. Okay, baby girl, and thank you for this. Hang on, everybody. I got it. I just gotta try to. It's not gonna let me copy it. Okay, hold on.
Someone told me to watch this clip.
Hold on.
What was that?
Hold on. I got to. I gotta get my people over here. You just slow your roll. Okay, we're gonna share this tab. Yeah, Michelle, that is my all-time saying, especially working trauma, is like your failure to plan on your part is not an emergency on mine. Because they would do that. They'd wait until the end of the shift and schedule things stat.
Me to watch this clip.
Was that ant that stood up to me?
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
Wow. They put this in a children's film, huh?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all
This
might
is important.
stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber
This is
us
actually
100 to
about
1.
tyranny.
And if
This
they
is
ever
what's
figure that
happening now.
out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
I would show this clip in my class. You let one ant stand up to them, and they might all stand up. You see the power of solidarity, the power of all of us together. Individually, we feel helpless, lonely, often frightened. Together, nothing can stop us. No tyrant can rule us. No dictator can demand from us subservience. Together, we're powerful.
Thank you, Roberta. Because that is the bomb. That is our little emails. All of our little emails are adding up. That's why the town halls are going berserk. Because we're all together. Yeah, no words, but we're getting them where it hurts. Okay, lighthearted thing for the day. Then I go. I think I heard the judge's first name is Sparkle. Yep, her first name is Sparkle. And I didn't see what her last name was. Have to go to store. We'll talk later. Everybody be blessed. Be blessed, Roberta and Coley. We're going to be getting off of here because my computer just screamed at me. Ola Jo did not have her live scheduled, so you all got free time. Gotta go, Baby versus Dog, the snack edition. Good luck, cuz. I'll talk to you later. This is a daily battle. I know it is, and this is only day one. Chris, hi. You just got home from getting tooth pulled. What's up? Oh, baby girl, I hope you feel much better without the tooth. And we are just leaving. Uh Please join us for the replay because we had fun. And we only have 2 letters to write this time, so we're real light on the homework. But thank you for being here and checking in. I hope everybody had a safe and happy holiday weekend. As a member of a union, solidarity can truly make a difference. Yep, you have replay in your future. And the one thing I had said was that if you all have town hall meetings and you want us to discuss them here on the channel, when you find out about it, see if you can get a link for us and we'll watch it and we'll discuss it. But that's up to you all. Everybody be safe. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have Whip It Wednesday. We'll be over at VJ's Crochet. I was going to say VJ's house. Thank you all. Give yourself a pat on the back because we care. Love you. Bye-bye.